Hey guys, I'm PrimetimeJohnny, and Capcom vs. SNK 3 is on its way. I actually don't know if it's coming, but there have been some subtle signs lately. The strength we're both after takes a different form, but yes, though different, our paths will certainly cross again. They'll cross again, huh? You know, Capcom and SNK have been really buddy-buddy with each other recently. You know, we got Terry and Mai in Street Fighter 6, and we've got Ken and Chun-Li coming to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So I figure what better time to make a top 10 list of Capcom vs. SNK 3 characters I would want to see. And this list will be 5 Capcom reps and 5 SNK reps. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so easy one to start off. My first character is or at least they used to be, the unofficial mascot for Capcom. So for my first pick, I want Mega Man. And you may ask yourself, well, which Mega Man? Aren't there like 6 or 7 different Mega Men? Okay, so in my Marvel vs. Capcom 4 list, I actually added megaman.exe. I'll probably put that at the end of this video. So in this one, I thought I'd switch it up to my second favorite Mega Man, which is Mega Man Walnut. So this is a Mega Man from a series called Mega Man Legends, like a real good series that they should definitely bring back. He's like a treasure hunter who, I think he was like sent to destroy humans, but he ended up helping them out. I recently watched the video on the Mega Man Legends story, but I didn't fully retain everything. With that being said, I think he already pretty much has a moveset already from, you know, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, you know, how he can like switch out different weapons and like use that in a combo. I think it'd be pretty cool to see him like, I don't know, do like a 3-hit combo, switch weapons and like keep going. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, first pick is Mega Man Walnut. My first SNK rep is gonna be Yamazaki, and I don't know, I feel like Yamazaki, if there is a Capcom vs. SNK 3, he's probably going to be base roster, but I'm just throwing it out there now. So backstory, he was the final boss in Fatal Fury 3, and you know, he uses like he uses one hand to fight with, like, you know, he has one hand in his pocket, the other is to grab you. So I think that'd be a real cool, I always thought that was a really cool fighting style. So if they can add that to SVC3, I think that, well, CVS3, I think that'd be cool. Like I'm a real sucker for like the crazy like evil for evil's sake bad guy. So he's my second pick for a character in Capcom vs. SNK 3. Okay, my next pick for Capcom side is Wang Tang from Power Stone. So I recently did the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 on the channel, and Power Stone is still a lot of fun. It holds up, so I definitely think Capcom vs. SNK 3 could use a Power Stone rep. I was thinking of putting Falcon in the game, but this is Capcom vs. SNK, so Ken is gonna be there, and like Ken and Falcon, I like some variety, you know? I mean, Wang Tang's story is pretty basic. I mean, he's like a martial arts fighter who's like searching the world to get stronger. I mean, that's the long and short of it. I'm not sure how Power Stone moves would translate to like a 2D fighter. I think it could be like maybe a Phoenix Wright thing from like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where, you know, he pulls a treasure chest out, and like the treasure chest will give him like a different item, and that different item could be a Power Stone, and then he gets a power up. So I think that'd be a pretty cool mechanic for him. But yeah, with all that being said, big fan of Wang Tang, so put him in Capcom vs. SNK 3. Alright, my next pick for the SNK side is Marco Rossi from Metal Slug. I think Marco is like the main character of Metal Slug. I mean, If I'm wrong, be sure to tell me in the comments. I'm sure you already have. I mean, he's basically an army guy with basically everything you would expect, like, you know, pistol, rocket launcher, grenades, shotgun, like the whole 9 yards. I think it'd be cool to have like a zoner type in Capcom versus SNK 3. You know, like he's got the pistol. You know, he can maybe his like throw can be the knife. You know, he can like shoot the grenade launcher in the air like as like an anti-air type move. I think it'd be cool to have him. But yeah, with that being said, if there's a CVS3, hey man, put Marco in the game. So my number 5 pick is Jeddah from Darkstalkers 3. Now Jeddah, I didn't actually look up his backstory before I started this video, but I know he's like I think he's the big bad of Darkstalkers 3. He's like the Grim Reaper and stuff like that. I just know him for his fighting moves, you know. I know him from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. He's got like the dash move where he can like do overheads. You know, he's got like the spin scythe he can like throw out to put you in like a mix-up. I think that'd be a cool mechanic to have for a Capcom versus SNK 3. Plus, he's got some of the coolest super moves in like any fighting game. So, hey, if you're gonna put any, I mean, really, this spot can go to any Darkstalkers character. But like, if we're picking one, I'm picking Jeddah. Okay, this next one is kind of obvious because I feel like if there's gonna be a Capcom versus SNK 3, I think this character almost is 100% gonna be in it. But I definitely want K-Dash in the game. So like if I remember right, he's from like the Clone Saga of King of Fighters. He's basically got Kyo. They infused him with like Kyo's fire moves. So he's got like fire moves, explosive kind of attacks. So that would be cool to have. But at this point, I feel like K-Dash is definitely gonna make it in because like since he's made an appearance, I don't think he's missed the King of Fighters. I might be wrong about that, but hey, feel free to correct me. I'm sure you will. But yeah, man, he's just got like a really cool, like, you know, he's got that really cool early 2000s look. So, hey man, put K-Dash in the game. So the next character I want to see is Batsu from Rival Schools. Now, Rival Schools is a franchise I honestly don't have that much knowledge on, I'll be honest with you. But I've always thought he was a cool character since like Tatsunoko versus Capcom. You know, he's got like he's got the fire moves, he's got like the electric fireball. You know, I think that'd be cool. I know Kyosuke got in for CVS2, but it'd be cool to have like, I guess the main guy from Rival Schools. I guess it'd be cool to have him in. And plus, I think it'll also be cool to have a character, you know, maybe they can do the Tatsunoko versus Capcom thing where like depending on who he's on a team with, he can have like a team super with them. I think that'd be awesome to see. So yeah. Number spot in the ranking goes to Batsu. Okay, so my number 8 pick is kind of like a toss-up, but if we're going to put someone in there, I want it to be Gonitz. I think that's how you pronounce it, Gonitz. He's like the final boss of like KOF 95 or 96. He's like, you know, he's like this missionary type guy with wind tornado type attacks, and I think that'd be pretty cool for the game. You know, he's got like the infamous, you know, he's got the command grab where he like lifts you up and puts you in a tornado. I think that'd be cool. But like I said, number 8 is kind of a toss-up because I was thinking like, dang man, if they put Gonitz in the game, my boy Rugal might not make it. So hey, if y'all can't put Gonitz in the game, put Rugal in the game. But yeah, if they're gonna do a Capcom versus SNK 3, I feel like they would want a new bad guy. So if it's a new big bad that they want, I think Gonitz would be the best pick for that. All right, guys. Number 9, I want. We finally got to a Street Fighter character. So my number 9 is gonna be Alex from Street Fighter 3. So Alex is kind of like, I think he's the main focus of Street Fighter 3. You know, he's like this dude from New York whose master got beat up by Gil, and so, you know, he went on this whole world adventure to get revenge for his master. He uses like a mix of karate and wrestling moves. I've always thought he's just got the coolest design, and I'm glad he's making it into Street Fighter 6. I've never actually been a good Alex player, but hey, maybe him being in a crossover fighting game would fix that. So hey, if there's gonna be a Street Fighter 3 rep, my vote's for Alex. Okay, and my last character for my list of CVS3 characters is Darlie Dagger. I feel like I don't have to even explain why. So Darlie was a big standout in the 2019 version of Samurai Showdown. You know, she's a shipwright who uses like this big hacksaw sword to fight with, and like when she doesn't use the hacksaw, she has a drill she can use too. So I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to have like a long range poke type character in the game. And plus she was so popular, you know, they added her. She was like a late addition to KOF 15, so I think that just speaks to her popularity on its own. But yeah, I think with CVS3, Homaru's probably gonna make it, and other girls probably gonna make it. Not Nakaruru? Question mark. But hey, add Darlie Dagger. That's all I'm gonna say on that. All right, guys, that's my list. But just for fun, I had some bonus honorable mentions that I didn't put on the list. I mean, it's just 2 of them. Zero from Mega Man X. Now, like, the reason why Zero didn't make the list, I feel like you guys already know why, but like, he's kind of top tier in every crossover fighting game he's in, so I don't know, maybe, but like, I love Zero, so I would just love to have him. And my second honorable mention is Monster Hunter, since, you know, Monster Hunter is Capcom's like big flagship franchise at this point, so I think it would only make sense to have a Monster Hunter in there, so I wouldn't mind having her in the game, or really any kind of Monster Hunter. But yeah, guys, that's my list. What did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Put your own, please put your own list of characters you would want to see in a Capcom versus SNK 3. But until next time, guys, peace. Prime time.